All right, just kind of, I didn't know where else to put this with the new format that we're testing over in the news section on the main channel. So this is going up on the Clips channel. We got to talk about this Robert Downey Jr. Rumor, Dr. Doom, more specifically rumor. We'll get into that. Okay, so the TLDR on this new rumor about Dr. Doom, as played by Robert Downey Jr. in the upcoming Doomsday and Secret Wars movies, is as follows, just in case you are unaware. According to a new massive rumor that comes from a rumor monger that everybody knows at this point, I think it was My Time to Shine Hello. It was one of the big ones. I can't remember. Everyone's kind of chimed in on it, so I forget exactly which one of them broke the rumor. But the rumor is, again, as follows, that Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom has no relevancy to the fact that Robert Downey Jr. also played Tony Stark. Just kind of happens that they look the same. There was one rumor monger who also chimed in on this that said, if anything, if we get any sort of recognition at all about this, that it's going to be some sort of opportunity situation where he makes himself look like Robert Downey Jr. in order to break down some sort of communication barrier or something along those lines. But it's really going to be a throwaway thing. And I really gotta say, we didn't touch on this in the main news show this week because I was going to do this video. If this is true, if it just so happens in the mythology that is the MCU right now, if it just so happens that Doctor Doom and Iron Man, Tony Stark, have the same face for no reason other than simple genetic gamble, this is going to be the final nail in the Marvel coffin. Like, this really sounds to me like one of those rumors that gets planted to really kind of muddy up the waters as to what's real and what's not. Marvel has done similar things to this in the past. I think this would be the biggest example of them really understanding where their leaks are and feeding false information to those areas. But if there is any shred of truth to this, this is easily the final nail in the coffin, because you're going to get huge numbers opening weekend. Like, it's because it is such an event of a movie, there's no way around the fact that there are going to be gigantic numbers for opening weekend. Just is what it is. Normies know this by name at this point. All of the big comic book nerds are going to be going just to see if they can correct themselves or how big of a dumpster fire it's going to be. The following weekend, though, if this is true, will be the most dramatic drop-off that Marvel has ever seen, because normies know this by name at this point. They know who the Avengers are. They obviously know who Robert Downey Jr. is. They know who Tony Stark is. And those three things together are a big draw for those earlier Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. So if they're throwing a reported $80 million at Robert Downey Jr. to play Dr. Doom in these two movies, presumably only these two movies, though that could go beyond that if you want to believe other rumors, that is a great way to set fire to a stack of cash. Just piles of money burning, because you think the only reason people care about the Avengers movies is because of the face and not also the story that comes with the face. That really seems like a misguided and totally blown opportunity. I don't know. That's just kind of shooting from the hip on this one. I really had to just chime in on this because it is too much of a huge deal for it to not get attention. Honestly, I do believe this is a planted rumor. I think this is something from the studio in order to get a couple of red herrings out there and see which ones take traction. But again, if this has any actual truth to it, we are going to see the end of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and potentially the selling of the MCU back to Marvel from Disney. So who knows? Or, I mean, I guess technically Disney owns Marvel, so they'd be selling it to themselves. I don't know what the hell's going to happen, but it's not going to be good. What do you think? Let me know down in the comment section. That's just our real quick little chime in on this thing. So I'm going to pass it off to you guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, tell your friends about everything. You know, share the show with everyone you know. That's the words I was looking for. We'll see you in the next one. Before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.